Ooh, what's the rigged poll today?
Hmm.
Did you like green? Do you like sweets? Yes, liked green. You eat sweets. Yes, I liked it, but don't them. Yes, I liked it, and do them. Start poll.
Oh, my back is killing me.
Ooh. How was your weekend?
Not bad.
That's good.
Been doing some stuff, reading a book for a book report I have due Thursday for a midterm, but yeah.
Not bad. Hi, John. How are you doing? How am I Anita doing?
It,
Holy on hydro pump, strong style. And also print up something. All good. That's good. Awesome. You have a good weekend, John? Oh, this nostalgia playlist has some pretty jarring cuts.
it's a weird combat, like it's weird to sing it like that.
Yeah, it sure is. This can also have multiple enemies too. It's pretty fun. Nice and cold on Saturday,
That's
but so
neat.
hot today. Yeah, it's super cool.
Oh, it's been too cold recently.
In about 5 days too, or 4 days. 4 days. We're getting the announcement for the next Pokemon game.
Ooh.
So, looking forward to the Positivity Day. Looking forward to the new games, especially all the mobile games that are going to be announced.
You know that there's gonna be like a bunch of mobile games.
Every single one, every single Pokemon Direct, they announce. Well, they don't really ever add new mobile games very often. Positivity Day. Oh, nothing in particular. I just don't want to be toxic to Pokemon right now. As much as I'd love to, I think it's, it's nice to refresh in the stream with Pokemon positivity.
One might call it Poketivity.
One might.
But shouldn't. That was horrible.
I need to mute the mic. I'm bad about that. Fair enough.
I love water. It's so tasty.
Water is very tasty. Yeah, Carter. The Pokemon Presents very often are... Here's an update for Pokemon Sleep, our app. Here's an update for Pokemon Unite. Here's an update for Pokemon Cafe Mix. Sometimes there's even an update for Pokemon Go, when you get real treated.
Ooh, Pokemon Go.
They give very little attention to their main games in those, and I think it's because they don't have much to say.
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Ooh, really just about any other company, I would say it's a good thing. Okay, done with water pulse. roost 3 times. However, though, I should be fair to Pokemon. This Pokemon Presents has a lot of potential for a lot of information, because next year is Pokemon's anniversary, 30th anniversary, and we know of one game already coming out, and we have no information on the other one, and there's no way that they would miss the 30th anniversary for a game release. However, there have been times when the only information we got in the Pokemon game was dropped immediately the same year as we got the announcement for it. So, it's precedent, but you know. Should be getting information today. Well, 4 days.
Interesting. Do you think there's gonna be like anything super fun, like other than the mobile games announced?
I do think we're getting another game announcement that's not a Legends game we know about, or the main series game that we're certain of.
Mm-hmm.
I have literally no evidence of that. It's just vibes. But the vibes are strong. I just pump Wave Crash.
That could be interesting.
I agree. Who's ready for Pokemon Day? Us. We're talking about it. What's up, Carter?
I'm like, where is this next game gonna be set? I thought you said that like there's like leaks where it's gonna be is.
We have no evidence of that. The only information that's been leaked is that the project is the codename is Project Gaia. That's it.
That's an interesting name.
Some people are thinking ancient Greece. Ready but nervous because expectations are so high? Indeed. We're thinking ancient Greece. Or I'm thinking ancient Greece and a few other people. Because the most recent game had Palafin. Greece's national animal is a dolphin. And a lot of Greek, fantasy is about basically superhero people. And Dolphin's a superhero. More of an American one because he's got a secret identity, but you know. Additionally, the previous generation we had gotten an odd Pokemon Phalanx, which was a Phalanx, but in Britain for some reason.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
Ready but nervous because I said that. Switch 2 exclusive Pokemon game is an MMO. Neither of those will be the case. Actually, it could be that the next game is a Switch 2 launch title. I'd be a little sad. But, you know, they've been doing that since the dawn of time, so I can't really pretend like I'm surprised, you know? Magmar done? No, Magmar is not done. Magmar. Magmar's name in Japanese is Boober.
That's funny.
You should see his forehead.
I'm about to.
I'm also gonna find a new nostalgia playlist. This is horrible. I did jump cutting. Oh. Fortnite ad. Magmar. The duck-billed butthead. I also think any MMO made by the Pokemon Company would be beyond soulless and uninteresting. No, wait, no. This is positivity. Positivity for Pokemon. I think any MMO made by the Pokemon Company would be an interesting exploration of the concept of a single-player MMO. You brought a top-loaded binder? Ooh, cool. And it's good. All boring. It's not bad. Has the date been decided for the Rainbass tourney? Can you send me a message on Discord? I kind of forgot. In fact, hang on. I have to also advertise that stream there. Video URL. Yeah, that's right.
Disc.
I made a Pokemon D&D West Marches server entirely for advertising my own YouTube channel, and I'm very transparent about that. That's stream alert. Alright, everyone, one moment. I should have done this at the start, but I forget. Also, Kai, it might actually be like a recurring thing. I think that could be fun. I just need 8 people to always show up. The 6-person tourney would just be very awkward. No, I could do round robin. That's not bad. Oh, Tentacruel is gonna be a nightmare. Magmar. I need a Magmar or Magmortar, so.
Like, how has your weekend been?
My weekend has not been bad.
That's good.
I didn't really do anything when I intended to do a whole lot, so that was kind of awkward. But hey, here we are.
Same.
3 hours before it ends, and well, rip.
Hey, it'd be like that sometimes.
Sure do.
Oh,
Did I get Manaphy and Fiona yet? That is post-game. I might not even do post-game content, just to move on to more stuff. Oh my goodness, I hate the design of this Pokemon's face. In general, some of the Pokemon in this game, the textures kind of look like arts and crafts projects more than anything. The fires are good, but the hands are weak. They aren't post-game. Alright. Shoot.
sounds like you got some Pokemon to find.
I don't gotta do it just yet. Actually, Carter. Shoot, now I gotta... Wait, yeah, in this VC's app, there should be a document for the Legends Arceus Professor Oak challenge. The quest is on the quest board. I don't think you need to do the quest for it. And these are the Pokemon cards that increase their price around 20%. Yeesh. Where am I going? Oh,
Which
yeah.
section am I looking at?
Cobalt Coastlands. Where sadly, we don't get to hear the super awesome music for this area because the music doesn't exist in this game most of the time. Which is tragic.
Which section is that?
Control F Cobalt. Actually, better yet. Control F Manaphy. Manaphy. Tell me where that puts you.
Manaphy. The Prince of the Sea.
Yes.
One of the jobs on Professor Levinton's notice board involves finding and catching a mythical Pokemon. And to be accepted to the class, you'll get some given information. The game itself already gives you no information on how to complete this at all. Instead, it was a tie-in with Brilliant Diamond. What?
So whereabouts in the document is this located? Is this about like midway, maybe a little bit further down, or?
This is under Part 4, Pre-Noble 4, Electro.
Okay, so we can't do it yet. Sweet. Thank you.
Yo, there's Garchomp in this game.
There sure is Garchomp in this game.
Best Pokemon evolution line right there.
That was a great one. That's totally not catching the Lumineon. Yeah, I didn't think so.
I love Garchomp.
Garchomp's very cool. You did not have a good weekend shop? Why not?
Because I might not get wilds by launch.
I wish I could.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I might have a workaround, but
Is it possible that your
I'll just
parents
have
could
to
like
do-
loan you?
yeah.
You've been playing Fantasy Star Online recently. Pretty fun once you started getting spells.
Just gonna message my mom if by Thursday if I don't get my account, if I can pre-order wilds, and when I get my account all set up, I can pay her back.
You could also go the credit card debt route.
I don't have a card.
Magic.
If I had a card, I'd have the money.
Like the powers that be. Amen. Get you that wilds. Put some monsters in the wild.
I'm probably gonna get wilds once I get my tax return money.
Might be a little bit.
I know. But that's pretty much gonna be the quickest I'll be able to get it.
Ah. I believe.
I mean, my government needs to give me back my money. You took it from me, give it back.
I'm a poor single college student. Give me my money back. I didn't do anything. I didn't even
It's so
use a
true.
single road.
It's so true. I don't. I can't.
Oh, that was a good snipe. Darn.
Oh wait, damn. Hold on.
The Pokemon Presents is like 30 seconds away. I wish it was, but it is not. Pokemon has decided to, in their infinite wisdom, we're positive today, set it on Pokemon's birthday. It was like a double sarcasm sort of deal.
That air stall.
Dude. You see, Breath of the Wild has a thing where you fly into the air and you can slow down time when you aim with your bow. Obviously, Pokemon Breath of the Wild needs to have the same thing. You know, when I think of Breath of the Wild, the first thing I think of is slowing down time by aiming my bow in the air.
First thing you think about is time stopping powers.
Exactly.
I don't think about anything.
Yeah, you know, so much. Zane, are you looking forward to anything for the presents? We've also got one person guessing that there will be a, or that Gen 10 will be a Switch 2 MMO.
Will you play as the Pokemon?
That's possible. Because Generation 9 introduced a mechanic where you can play as your own Pokemon. You can just run around, you don't really do anything. Like, it's horribly underbaked. I mean, it is a test run.
Yeah. Test run, not underbaked.
They are testing to see if players would like to play as their Pokemon. You know what it is? Hang on. Actual Pokemon positivity. You know what it is? Gen 7, they had a camera minigame in it, where you went to certain spots and could take photos of the Pokemon that would run by. And the more times you took photos there, the more it leveled up the area, more Pokemon would show up. You know what happened? A couple years after that, new snap. This, where you play as the Pokemon, might be them hinting that we're getting Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Ooh. Can't really see the background toys they have during the presents because the community loves to theorize about the toys that have never meant anything. I love seeing the theories about the toys. I think I've never actually seen a moment where the toy theory actually did anything.
What
It's
is
not a
the
knock on the
toy
community.
theory?
They will have toys in the background on the shelves. and a lot of people like to theorize about what the toys mean, and I am pretty sure that it is just random Pokedolls that they grabbed. That's it.
That sounds about right, honestly.
It's Pokemon's magical knowledge powers trying to, disrupt people's theories, keep everything safe.
So you know what that is, right?
What's that?
It's just a theory.
A game theory.
No.
Kinda cool. Do you know Hydro Pump? You do know Hydro Pump.
Yo. I'll be right back again. Sorry.
Okay. Wing kick. I didn't mean to cast that. I meant to fight it. Hydro Pump miss. What if they actually out of nowhere drop a Pokemon Dash sequel? That would be crazy.
It's Pokemon Dash.
That is what every single Pokemon fan says in response to what I just said. Ages long ago, before Generation 4, there was a Pokemon series called Pokemon Dash.
Grandpa.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. No one ever knows about them because they're bad.
Why would they make a sequel to it if it was bad?
Well, the main series gets sequels. Nope, positivity.
And that's
Hang on. Hang on.
You want to try that one again, player?
Alright. So they would make a sequel to that because, as they've shown from the games they've released, they like to innovate on products that may not perform or play as well as they thought they might.
I saved there.
Thank you. We're positive today.
Positive.
New Pokemon Ranch is a crazy idea. Was there even a game in that game? I thought that was just like a prototype for the Pokemon Bank system.
See, you said Pokemon Range, and my thought was like some kind of like crossover with like Hidden Valleys.
They've done a crossover with Heinz.
I would really want to. I want a ranch Pokemon.
Like a Pokemon that's based on
I want a
ranch.
guard. No, I want ranch bottles that look like Pokemon.
You can get a ketchup bottle that looks like Pikachu. At most to give you a Mew or something.
no.
Oh, maybe. Overwood
I
Agile style.
need a ranch bottle that looks like Garchomp. A little Garchomp vomiting out my ranch.
That'd be cute. Can you call my Pokemon Ranch the prototype when Pokemon Box exists? Pokemon Box was after, I thought. Pokemon Box was a GameCube disc? Oh, that! Yeah, never mind. That's the real prototype. Six more of those, one more Agile style. I'm done with Lumineon. I think it'd be nice to get a Stardew Valley Pokemon game. I know that not in 2 trillion years will we ever get such a game. But it's a concept. I know that there's an ad plan, but it's unskippable.
So they can change yours. Science did that.
We should do the Pokedoku thing again? We should. Hey Carter,
Yeah.
can you look up Pokedoku?
Okay. Goku.
That's gonna be nothing like
That
Sudoku.
sounded-
Yeah. Sweet. So, what's the first box?
Normal.
And?
Okay. The first box is normal left, legendary top.
Okay, we need a normal legendary, chat. I've got 2 in mind. Are there only 2? It's kind of funny. There was an Eevee over there. Three. Regigigas is the first guess. Chuck will be so proud.
Regigigas.
I don't think Type Null and Savali count as legendaries.
It says 50%.
Ooh, that was the most guessed one. That's correct. That's correct. But the idea is that you try to get like the least guessed one.
Okay.
Reggie was an option. No, Arceus was obviously an option, but you guys also forgot about Meloetta. Everyone forgot about
Meloetta
Meloetta.
probably was at least guessed.
Probably. What's the
Okay.
next box?
Next, normal left, Hisui top.
Ooh, a normal Hisui Pokemon. Now, guys, that does mean the whole Hisui dex, so Glameow would count, but a far more popular option.
Are you trying to guess popular or unpopular?
That's true. In fact, I think Glameow will be 0%. However, okay, sometimes those categories are a little bit awkward. I'm not certain if that's what it means, because sometimes it'll say, like, evolves by trade, and both the previous and post-evolution Pokemon works, but other ones won't. Type and Savali are, in fact, legendary Pokemon. Alright.
So what are we trying?
We're gonna try... Okay, hang on, we're gonna come back to that one. So leave that one blank,
Okay.
and then we'll guess Porygon. What's up
Okay.
next?
Next is normal left, dragon top, unique 850.
Normal left Dragon Top. That unique 850, by the way, is how many people have the board that we have. Normal Dragon. There's just one option for that. Ow. Okay, there are 2 options for that, never mind. Yeah. Okay, Cyclizar and Drampa. Drampa is definitely the least popular. Go Drampa. Who cares about good old Gramps? Gramps.
Actually, that was 70.5.
Oh my goodness, people don't like Cyclizar.
Okay. Next up is Final Evolution Legendary.
Final Evolution Legendary. What? Oh, yeah, okay. I think there's only one option for that. Final Evolution Legendary. I wonder if that counts that it just can't evolve anymore?
Ooh, it does let you know that legendaries no longer include Ultra Beasts, Mythicals, and Paradox. And it does not include Pokemon without evolutionary line.
Okay. So it would have to be Savali, I think. Silvally.
How do you spell that?
S-I-L-V.
S-I-L. I thought it was like a Savali with a C.
Yeah, no.
12%.
12%? So there is another one, or people are just failing the guess?
I don't know. Next up is Final Evolution Hisui.
Evolution Hisui. What does it say for Hisui? Like, what's the info for that?
Pokemon must originate from this region and does not include Pokemon without an evolutionary line.
Okay. So anything in basically the Sinnoh Dex is good. Not literally everything. Avalug would work. So type in Avalug Carter, but select specifically Avalug Hisui or Hisuian Avalug.
Avalug Hisui, sure, yes. With 3.8%.
Come on, man. He's not forgettable. He's just bad.
Final Evolution Dragon. I know one.
Who might that be?
It's Karchong.
Wow, I bet he's 2%
very
guessed. He's probably
I'm so-
200% guessed.
No. I think he's around 0.8%.
Did you guess him?
No,
Okay,
I
okay.
did not guess him because
Okay.
he's undoubtedly very popular.
Right, so.
He's so cool.
So
There's an unlimited mode to this? That's fun.
I don't like doing the unlimited mode too much because it kind of ends up screwing discussion for the whole stream.
I'm just saying if you wanted to.
No,
do
no,
one
no,
or
no,
two.
no, no. I was just explaining why. Appleton.
Yeah, no, I get it. Full time.
That's probably a very low guess.
So we're going Appleton
Yeah.
with 2%.
Cool.
Okay, next up is Evolved by Item Legendary.
Dude?
Evolved by requires post-evolution Pokemon. Must be a usable or holdable evolution item. And then Legendary also no longer includes blah 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 blah.
Dude?
So what's some Pokemon that get evolved by items?
I can think of a whopping one legendary Pokemon that actually evolves. I have no clue what is even satisfied. Like, what? Does Type Null evolve with an item, chat? Oh, Kung Fu! Don't guess Kung Fu. Guess Urshifu.
Urshifu. Which version?
Whichever. They both
We
evolve
have
by item.
Well, do we do G-Max or normal?
Oh, normal.
Okay, we're gonna go Rapid Strike
Agile air
with
cutter.
49.6%.
I bet the other 51% was the other Kung Fu.
Hisui evolved by item.
Sui evolved by item. Oh, plenty of options here.
There are so many.
Where's my chat tot? I know I have a chat tot in here. Am I crazy?
Maybe just a little.
Guys, am I blind right now? Where is my chat tot? I'll go catch another one, whatever. Apini. Dude, that's probably lowest percent.
Happini?
Mhm.
Happini? Is that a specifically Hisuian Pokemon?
It is a Pokemon that is findable in the Hisui Dex. I think that's what that means.
Okay.
Because all the other Pokemon do not evolve by holding an item, because items don't exist in this game. Good?
It is not good.
Oh. Weird. Because that should be good.
It didn't.
Yeah, I get that, but like, weird. That doesn't... Technically, that doesn't actually evolve in any game where it could hold an item. Rarely exists in those games, too. That is an Alpha Dusknoid. I absolutely want to try and catch that. It has to evolve with an item outside of the game. For clarification, chat. Escrow doesn't eat berries very often.
He ain't that hungry.
Ain't that hungry. Base type distortion seems to be forming, you say. Dude, this Drifloon. No, I did specify by holding an item. Just ignore then. Oh, we had to guess Chansey. That's what it was. Okay. Oh well. Rip. The Pokemon had to have evolved by holding an item. That's what it was. Okay. Back to the one we skipped, Carter.
I mean, you can try that one again.
Yeah. No, we got kind of the correct answer. We put in the wrong way to put that answer, basically.
Okay, so what's the normal Hisui?
Happini.
Happini?
Happini.
Nope.
Dude.
I don't know. I'm picking Happini. It said no.
Huh.
Happini. Happiny. It looks like a little cupcake.
That's exactly it.
Nope. Not right.
Very weird.
Extremely.
Chat. We were duped.
Big dude.
The Chansey Network, we didn't end up putting it. That's all our guesses, by the way. We can't put in anymore.
You have one more guess.
Oh.
You have 3 squares, but you have one more guess.
Oh.
You want to move to the last one you haven't tried yet?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Evolved by Item Dragon.
Evolved by Item Dragon.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
What do we think, chat? Push the Apple line. Flapple. Flapple.
I know how to spell Flapple.
Apple.
Yes, with 12.7%.
Oh, Kingdra also works, yeah.
We have a unique score of 401 with 7 points.
Yeah, we lost really bad too.
Some of the options could have been for normal Hisui is Weird Ear, and Electro Hisui for evolved by item.
That's not what it said for the description of evolved by item.
Cleavor also could have worked.
Any others?
Ursaluna,
Okay.
Arcanine Hisui,
see how it works,
Sneasler, and Lilligant Hisui. And the normal type Hisui, Zora Hisui, Zora Arc Hisui.
I didn't know
Ursaluna.
that it meant originated, like, specifically created for that Pokedex. I thought it meant, like, in that Pokedex.
Garchomp only had a 6.1% for Final Evolution Dragon.
What else was there?
Garchomp, Dragonite, Haxorus, Hydrapple, Salamence, Goodra, Hydreigon, Dragapult, Goodra Hisui, Flygon, Dragal, Komao, Excalibur, Kingdra, Altier, Novoine, Noivern, Appleton, Flapple, Naganandala,
Naganadel.
Archaludon, Executor, Alola, and then Tyrannotron. Wow. Dragonite being the most popular, followed by Garchomp and Hydrapple.
That makes sense. For some reason, a lot of Gem winners play that game.
You want to try another one?
We'll do one more, yeah. Check out like berries or beans.
Okay.
But it does like beans.
So let's generate something. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. First one. Johto evolved by item.
Johto evolved by item. Oh, there are tons of options for this because this is where they added items. Man. If I just catch one more, I'm done. What are we thinking for Johto evolved by item? Kingdra would work, and that was guessed earlier for like a wholly different question, but would work. This Chata has crazy dodges.
Insane dodges.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing wild on one of those, but the other ones were awesome.
So we're going
Kingdra?
Kingdra.
Kingdra, yeah.
Yep.
The whole trade ending thing wasn't until Gen 4. No. The whole trade ending thing was Gen 2. With Porygon 2, Steelix, Scizor, Slowking, and Kingdra. And I might be missing one. Oh, Politoed. Yeah, I am missing one. You forgot those existed? That is crazy. Also
Okay.
swear.
Next up is Johto Psychic.
Hey, I said one.
Politoed, right?
No.
I thought he was Water Psychic.
No. He is just water. He's the guy that brings the rain.
I don't know. His Hypno Belly always makes me think that like he's
No, you're
psychic.
You're thinking of Poliwrath. And also, the evangelical Christians would agree with you. Pokedex is so cooked, it's hard to remember where they all came from. That's a skill issue. Espeon the Goat for Psychic and Evo by item. Is that what we're doing right now? Well, no, Espeon doesn't evolve by an item. It evolves by friendship during the daytime.
Well, we're not evolving by item. It's just Johto Psychic.
Johto Psychic will work for Espeon then. Giraffe? Oh, though Giraffe a rig. That's never guessed.
Giraffe. Well, I don't get to see how common
Oh,
these
that's
are.
right, because they're random, yeah. But I still do
Giraffe
it.
Gig.
Close enough.
Yes. And then Johto Legendary.
Johto Legendary. There's 6 answers for that. Yeah. Same time. I think I just need to do one. Next weekend, the best because of the Johto Legends. Raikou. Let's go Suicune. He's got a more prodigious competitive history.
How do you spell that?
Suicune. Johto's legendaries were a mixed bag, but Hoa was sick. Like to see the support for all of them in here. It's very nice. It's unfortunate that everyone seems to hate a different one, but you know, at least every one of them is liked.
Next up is Kanto evolved by item.
Also, Kaya would not take Celebi because of no mythicals. Kanto evolved by item. Curve. There are a lot. I counted 14. No, 13. I counted 13. What am I coming over here for? Red Pulse, Shadow Ball, Strong Style. Shadow Balls. Wind Strong. Bellsprout. Yeah, Bellsprout. Wait, no, wait. We need a Victory Bell, specifically. I think it's Evo with Silco Trade. Yeah, but that is Johto. You have to guess the evolved one. And then with 5, 6, and then just 3 Shadow Balls. I'm actually going to save that to nighttime.
What are we doing Kanto evolved by item?
Victory Bell. Victr. While playing Victory Bell, the Nidos, the Fable, Wigglytuff, Raichu, you are also missing Poliwrath, Oyster, what? Oh no, you got Vileplume. There are a couple others too. Oh, and also Arcanine and the other Ninetales. That's embarrassing. My end.
Next up is a Kanto Psychic type.
Kanto Psychic type. I love the Psychic type this gen. Being spotted defeated. X. Jinx.
Okay. And then a Kanto Legendary.
Not many psychics from Kanto. You are crazy. There is Slowbro, not Slowpoke, I don't think. There is Abracadabra, Alakazam, Jinx. There are Execute and Executor, Mewtwo and Mew, Drowsy and Hypno. I think that's it. What was the guess? My bad. My face.
Just Kanto Legendary.
Mewtwo is the first guess. I think Moltres will be picked the least. Unfortunately, this isn't a daily one, so we can't see pick rate.
Okay. Final Evolution evolved by item.
Final Evolution evolved by item. Most of them. Actually, that's an interesting piece of Pokemon trivia, is which final evolution of a line that hasn't evolved by item isn't evolved by an item. Remember that stone list? Yeah, that's true. Go with Nidoqueen.
Nidoqueen.
I can just evolve Duskhold.
And then Final Evolution led Psychic.
Final Evolution Psychic. Any guesses, anyone? Also, don't forget to like the stream. See that we have a few votes, so I hope no one will vote when lying. I hope everyone would like the stream that voted. Hypno. Espeon would also work. A Hypno. I think we voted Espeon already.
And then finally, Final Evolution Legendary.
Final Evolution Legendary. There are like 2 options for that. Solgaleo. Oh, they do evolve. That's right. I thought you were crazy. I forgot about that. Let's go Solgaleo. Solga.
Solgaleo.
We're all a little crazy here? Indeed.
Yeah, 9 out of 9 points.
Whoa. That other one was secretly kind of hard. 4. I don't 6. Ugh. This call's awful. Boring. We catch an alpha. That's 8. Okay. Yes, sir. Carter, what's your least favorite Pokemon? I'm curious.
I don't know. I don't have really any.
Surely you've seen a
I don't
Pokemon
think
where
I
you're just
really-
like, oh, that's kind of gross, you know?
I mean, I don't really love. I don't know. I don't really think I have like one I hate. Like, there's like, I think I can find at least one redeeming quality about every Pokemon I've ever seen.
That's pretty awesome. Oh, he likes his beans. Any ecology Pokemon facts or opinions at the moment? Yeah, I think it's more interesting when they break from real world biology than on it. It's more interesting to see exceptions rather than rules, but not always. Hypno's your least favorite? Yeah, I get that. Disturbing. Nail Lilligant on both ends of the line for you. You don't like the Hisuian one because of the legs? Kinda get it. Do I have a smoke bombs? Sure am. This is gonna get harder. Hopefully he eats honey. That explores the sky to think for that. It was a drowsy that did that. Hypno didn't do anything. He's innocent. They do not eat honey. Sweet beans though. Sweet. Oh, there was a space-time distortion forming ages ago. Whoops. I need to not miss those. That's embarrassing. Oh well. Walrein just needs to use Blizzard. Does a Hypno same line close enough? I get that. Is Chop in here? Personally, I hate the Reggies.
Reggies do indeed stinker.
If you weren't streaming, I was about to kick you from this VC.
Deserved.
I'd even be fine with it, but I wouldn't be able to tell that a joke happened because I can't hear it. Apom. Double hit 3 times? Evolve. What else was on that list? Vulpix. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just gonna evolve that. And you watched that Pokemon Netflix show? Which one? Are you talking about Origins? Origins is very good. Remember once, give it food, evolve. And what about the hotel? I have no clue what you're talking about. Apparently the space distortion didn't even form yet. Shoot. How do I feel about the new anime pro tags? I have not been able to get into it. I do not like them at all. I don't think they're as bad as Iris and Silent from the Black and White series, but oh, I do not like them. Run! I did in fact just diss Iris. I do like her in the games. I do not like her in the anime. Never close enough. I almost just landed on a tiny little piece of land and fainted. Missed this. Make sure I don't miss out on any items. What Concierge is the name of it? It's stop motion? Ooh. I'll have to check that out. Seems fun. Oh, man. Sometimes it feels like their games are operating under the unique process of not being playtested.
They would never.
Well, Pokemon has always been very avant-garde with their interesting decisions. Like, in one game, they actually let you walk behind with your Pokemon. And then they had the avant-garde decision of never letting you do that again. And I think that was an interesting design choice. It's certainly not something I thought up, so it must be pretty creative. I am being positive. I'm being very positive that for some reason they removed that mechanic. Can't you tell my positivity?
You're so positive.
Why does the camera flashbang you every time it exits and re-enters the distortion? Because they operate under the interesting premise of not playtesting their games. I think it's cool the first time, and after that I think it's interesting. Scarlet Violet bugs are just interesting decisions. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Or a period there. Do I need a period? Pretty sure I don't. I definitely don't. Sweet. I can ignore him. You know, sometimes I have dreams of an even better Pokemon company than we have now. You know what I mean? One where they really forward test, or even forwarder. But like, not forward when they turned around 180 degrees, but forward when they didn't. Or even double down and forward when they turned 360 degrees. You see? I think that could be cool.
So it looks like that new Pokemon show on Netflix is stop motion.
That's pretty cool.
And looks pretty decent.
Ooh. It's like they didn't learn from 2077. See, Pokemon doesn't need to learn, you see? They are the highest grossing media franchise of all time. They already know what's up. They know how to do it. We need to learn from them.
It's time to dare to compare with Bob's Discount Furniture.
Advertisement.
When you shop Bob's this President's Day.
See, Pokemon doesn't have anything to learn. They know what's up. CD Projekt Red failed because they didn't learn from the Pokemon Company. In regards to buggy games, their games aren't buggy. Their games are unique. Every copy of Scarlet and Violet is uniquely bugged. See, I don't know if you guys knew. You love Bob's Furniture? We love Bob's Furniture in here. I don't know if you guys knew, but Pokemon started as a bug collecting game. Why would they take the bugs out? You're supposed to collect them.
Oh my god, you're so right. It all makes sense now.
It all makes sense.
Every little thing.
Can't even tell if that's a joke or not. Oh, I promise you, I would never joke about the quality of the Pokemon Company. The silence should send a message.
The silence speaks volumes.
The volume is 0 decibels.
So true.
Scarlet and Violet kind of lets you have your Pokemon walk around with you, but they don't keep up very well, so they just go back in the ball. And that's that. Where are the Vulpix? I gotta throw food at one. Nothing? Are they day only? There's a Growlithe. I don't think I have one of these. Oh, all I got are Pokeballs. No catch. Eesh. Looks like just an open world safari zone. Scarlet Violet? Yeah, kinda. There's a story though. But it's being played now with the mud and berries that it's a catching mechanic. Yeah. Quite crazy, but maybe an organized bag might be more efficient. You're crazy. I don't know why you want me to call you that, but there you go. It's me organized, you wouldn't understand. Maybe a water approach. Did all the Duskull stop existing? Apparently. Artichoke.
I don't like that.
What, you don't like the artichoke under the ship?
No, I just don't like artichokes.
You don't like artichokes?
Not really, no.
It's crazy.
Maybe I just never had it made well, but like any of the kind, like a couple times I've tried it, it just wasn't that good.
Hearts or leaves?
What do you mean?
There are two ways to eat artichokes. There are artichoke hearts, which are the centers. They're fleshy and used as a piece in a lot of pastas. Then there are artichoke leaves. There is a bit on the leaves that is delectable when scraped off with the teeth, often dipped in butter.
Arts.
You might like the leaves. I mean, really, you're just eating butter, but like, you can pretend you're eating an artichoke.
Butter.
Butter.
Can't believe it's not.
All the Dusclops, all the Dusclops are gone. There's nothing. They're nowhere. All right then, that's weird. That was weird. Goes to me. It's true. Need Growlithe. Oh wait, no, I'm not even done. Exactly. Look to midday. That's a bunch of sand growth. Vulpix. Are they a rare spawn? I remember running up here and catching 4 of them my first time through. 2. There were more. Ready stories over this when you do numbers? I've thought about adding more, like entertainment on the side. Are the volcano? No, they're up here. Normally, they're up here, I guess you should say. Veilstone Cape, yeah. They're here. Except they're not. What does Growlithe need?
Ooh.
Give food. Ugh. Wisp.
Oh my goodness, my eye is itchy. Congratulations, you've got 1 Pokemon.
I'm muted. Alright. So,
I was wondering, like, wow, like, it's so quiet.
he doesn't work for them and make music. They request samples from him that he provides, that he would make leitmotifs, melodies, and harmonies that they can then draw inspiration from. Listening to the OST, definitely believe it. Not for this game. He did Scarlet and Violet, and he did a couple songs in Sword and Shield. But this game was not him. I think it was exclusively Goichi no Se. You can definitely hear it. And oh my goodness, the music in this game is fantastic. Well, aside from the stinkers. There's some stinkers. But
It's great, except for when it doesn't. When it doesn't, it doesn't.
well, it's more like Pokemon OSTs online are horrible experiences because they're usually ripped straight from the game and that's it. Do you know when you pick up an item and it goes do 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 do? That's a song.
No.
And when you evolve a Pokemon, that's a song, obviously. When you complete a quest in this game and it bling, that's a song. So when you're listening to the OST, you'll hear 2 amazing pieces, then bling, do 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 do, womp 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 womp, and it's just kind of unenjoyable. Sounds like it. Probably just says that Toby Fox and Pokemon have some overlapping sounds. This is actually, most of the music is drawn from previous Pokemon games. Usually the comments will have a list of everything that from which it draws. They're pretty cool though. This area actually has my favorite Pokemon soundtrack in the whole series. What does Ambipom need? He's double hit. So, he's double hit, that's 6. 9 for evolving the other gender. And then strong style. I do have it muted. Background music, 0. Just dynamic range. Oh. This is just a chill nostalgia playlist that really I just grab whatever's recommended me. This is not the game's music, no. So you have in fact been hearing some of Toby Fox's music. I'll, like, sneak in there as I can. I think it was that Josta I needed. Then evolve. What are you? Female. You should be done. 4, 6, 8, 9. Strong style. Done. Hey, those two are done. Oh, I'm actually almost done with the whole area. Sweet. We're waiting for night for these 3, and then we're waiting for more for these 2. Oleon. Strong style. 3 times. Ugly double edge. And play rough. Each section is taking less and less time? Yep. Indeed, that'd be the case. A lot of the... It's not so much that the Pokemon are front-loaded. It's more like... Every Pokemon has your standard fare. Or every area has your standard fare Pokemon. And they have some on top of that. But once you have the standard fare of the first area out, all the rest of them have, in that way, fewer Pokemon. I have Moxie. They have Beast Boost. We'll just play rough and 2 strong styles. That was a weird music glitch there. Have a good stream. Later.
Thanks for getting hit.
Thanks. Ouch. You know, what's tragic is that I'd love to do Pokemon Watch togethers, but that is super, super illegal. That is extra illegal. It's one thing to pirate. It's another thing to redistribute. Like, they would come after me in a heartbeat. I would be annihilated from the atmosphere. It'd be bad.
That would suck.
And it's worse that you totally can't do it within a Discord call with your buddies.
Well, if you do it in a Discord call with your buddies, that's one thing. But if I have all my Patreon backers in a Discord and I'm like, hey, everyone, we get to watch this. Yeah, I know, that's the end. Pokemon lawyers don't know what rest means. Oh, they do, and they will sue you if you dare include resting in your video game. Pokemon, they copyrighted that one, dude. Come on, get with it.
Everyone knows that. Honestly.
They did actually patent using spheres to capture things and transitioning from one vehicle or mount to another. So you see how I'm riding my deer? And now it's a fish?
Yeah,
They patented that.
that feels kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why do people buy from Nintendo?
What are you gonna do? They have an actual country backing their courtroom.
It's very true.
Isn't that too vague? Not to Japanese courts, apparently. It does bring up the idea, like, copyright laws and patent laws internationally. Do we have to have some sort of international governing body for that? You know. But I have no clue about anything polity, so I cannot actually have that discussion. That's not true. I could talk about environmental and wildlife polity. Actually studied that a little bit in school. Because I had to.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. My degree has, has 2 capstone classes. There is the one where they say, here's 80 acres, go look at it, tell us what's in it, and tell us what to do. And then there is the, here's a bunch of court cases. One of those sucked.
Was it the acres?
It was not. I got to walk around in the woods for a while. It was fun.
Oh.
I went to school 3 days that semester. On Monday and Wednesday, I had an online class, and on Tuesday, I was out in the woods. It was kind of awesome. Okay. Is this nighttime? You would think it should be obvious. However, the Pokemon Company, they really like to go against the grain in a fascinating way. That's a little bit of an inane complaint. I'm going to take that one back. That wasn't as funny.
You tried.
You tried. Hey, the attempt was admirable.
Thank you. That's what I say with every single Pokemon game that they release.
Positivity.
Positivity. The attempt was admirable.
Positivity.
It's positive. Do I feel
You
like
did a
being Snow
good
White?
job trying.
I sure did feel like Snow White being in the woods with the animals, except it was like February, and they weren't around.
As they were sleeping.
They were sleeping.
Sleepers.
There's a Duskull. There's another one back there too, I saw it. Didn't catch. Wait, hang on. What was it? What was it for Duskull? Quick Ghost time was 6. I evolved, it's 8. I catch it at night without being spotted. That makes sense. Don't have many options for this. Like orange berries? Sweet. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I just have to evolve one. Duskull's done. I think Dusclops is done too now. That was a jarring music transition. 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sweet. 7, 8. One more Shadow Ball. Bonk. Okay. Someone open up that document real quick.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, Top. Got it.
Top's a hero.
There goes my hero.
Can you open my document? That's how the song goes, right?
Yep.
Yeah, my Pokemon partner will be Galvantula? Yes. Oh, will my bug team look? No, I'm not a gym leader. I'm a Pokemon professor. I don't have a gym team. I got a professor. Singular Pokemon. See, and it's Galvantula specifically. A, because I really like Galvantula. B, because it could use its Electro Web to stun Pokemon so that I can capture and research them. I think it's really cool. Very clever, you know? Research team to help me study? Probably an Abra. I think that might be it. Maybe a Tropius for food, just in case I get lost. Or a nose pass for a that's a maybe a nose pass is a burdensome compass. Maybe I should just get an actual compass, I think.
The document's open.
Thank you. How many Pokemon in the Cobalt Coastlands? Any gold? That's embarrassing. I don't have Celio. Yep. How many total by it? I mean,
I don't know. I'm grabbing it.
take your time. Take your time. That was just clarifying.
It's big list.
Sure is. Where's my Graveler? There's my Graveler.
Okay. Cobalt coastlines. You are aiming to have. Okay. In total caught,
Yeah.
you said. In total caught 174.
Oh, the other total caught.
60
My bad.
for all of Cobalt.
Yeah.
94.
Thank you. Eel. Wonderful guy. Wonderful dude.
He's so good.
Very goofy.
However, I'm unfortunately going to have to dip out for a bit.
Ragic, will you be back?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Ah, how could this be?
Kind of
See you later.
kind of cringe, honestly. See you, Chop.
What am I looking at for Lost and Found? Nothing. Let me use this linking cord on this Graveler. Three. Effectively strong style. Okay. I actually need to experience ground. That's kind of awkward.
It's really awkward, honestly.
Where is E? And E. Wish I could ride my horse in town. Or my deer.
What's that? Oh. Why can't you ride your deer?
I don't
It
know.
seems kind of unnice.
True. What was I even doing? Oh yeah. Experience credit. Do I not buy any outfits? Not really. I'm not really one for fashion in video games. Oh, that's right. I can go here now. I don't think there's anything there for me. Let me check it out, though. One of these days I'll fast travel to the quick area. I'm not huge on fashion in video games in general. Cosmetics at all. I usually just stick with default. There's some exceptions to that, like sometimes video game skins will actually feel better or different than the default. So it can be advantageous, not in a mechanical way, to get like certain skins.
Yeah.
In some games it can be advantageous in a mechanical way, which is unfortunate, but hey.
It'd be like that, you know?
For an example, in League of Legends, there's one character where you're supposed to attack and immediately move right after attacking. The faster the better. And one of her skins, after you attack, it plays a really nasty, awful, horrible sound that you just never want to hear again in your life. So you're really encouraged to move after attacking because for some reason moving cancels the sound. So, you know, it's not an actual mechanical advantage, but it does teach you the game.
Hey.
And evolve. Do it. Carter, can you pull up that document now?
Yep. What am I looking for?
So, how many did Chop say after the Cobalt Coastlands?
I can't remember.
Well, look in the document. Document says.
Okay. So,
It's
Cobalt Coastlands I'm looking for?
Yeah. Not quite sure.
Cobalt. I'm not seeing anything with cobalt.
Cobalt.
Yeah, C-O-B. Oh, cobalt. I was cobalt. Can we jump to there, please?
Cobalt, the metal, is actually named after kobolds. Fun fact.
That's funny.
Because the metal is horribly toxic, so when you dug into it, it was the kobolds' toxic mines protecting the treasure. Now you die.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Also, the initial description of kobolds doesn't really mention, it kind of mentions both fur and scales. Very weird. What ended up happening is that Japan now has dog kobolds, while Western cultures have dragon kobolds.
Interesting. After Cobalt Coasts. Oh my god, can I? I'm trying to jump to that. Okay. And you are which part?
The Cobalt Coastlands. Should be before Arcanine. Favorite EV evolution? That's a tough one. My only answer is not Espeon.
Okay, so what are you looking for here?
I'm looking for how many completed in the Cobalt Coastlands. Should be around the 90s, like 92, 93.
And we completed. $94 caught.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, let me check to make sure that I am on track for that. I'm missing 5, so we need to track for 5
I will be right back. I need to go do some
time. 2, 3. 2, 4, 5. What are 166 and 7? I would say if I had to choose a favorite, if you really twisted my arm, it's maybe Sylveon, maybe... it's Vaporeon. Vaporeon's my favorite. I really like using it in competitive. Sylveon is a close second. I really like Leafeon's design, so I think by design, Leafeon, then Sylveon, then... Napalms. Is it Alpha Inferno? This thing moves so fast, by the way. Oh, never mind then. He's just walking. The Chimchar. Who are you? Not doing it. Might do it off stream. What I've been doing so far.
Okie dokie, I'm back.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Can you tell me the Pokemon that comes after Mantine?
Tentacool.
Hang on a second. There should be a different list.
I'm looking at the Cobalt Coastlands. It goes Manatike, Manatine, Tentacool, Tentacruel.
Hang on. Blue Pokedex. 166. Basculin is here? Where's Basculin located? What coastlands? Oakleaf Cove, Allspice Shore, Firespit Island. Are those Bastion? No, they're not. The game, by the way, never tells you that Basculin has a double jump. You gonna go get some shut-eye? Have a great night.
It's kind of stupid. Why wouldn't they tell you that one of the mechanics of the game?
I don't know why you would say the word stupid. I think it's
Ingenuity?
It's ingenuity, honestly. Leaving things to be discovered by the player is probably good for player engagement or something. Yeah, once you really get into the catalog of Pokemon's Endless Wisdom, it sure does really kind of pile up, huh?
Yeah. I mean, but hey, they have a reason for everything, right?
They sure do. They've been making games for almost 30 years now.
They have. How could a game company that's been making some of the most successful games ever, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Am I correct in making
It
ever
is.
make like such silly mistakes?
I don't think they ever would, and that's why they really haven't. honestly. I think everything is explainable.
Exactly. Where else would the multi-billion dollars go?
See, when you say multi-billion dollars, that sure does imply something like single or double digits, huh? But it's actually a little bit incorrect, because if you add the second and third place for highest grossing multimedia franchise, you just about match the Pokemon Company.
So we're talking. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Where else would they put their trillions of dollars?
No, it's only just 100 billion. That's all.
It's still so much money.
Yeah, it's an insane amount of money. It almost makes you wonder if people are delusional about the games being bad. Because I don't see how anyone can, consider something like that. There's so much money behind the games.
So many.
Catch, defeat.
Oh, what a funny little game series.
Right? Like Lepaberry's bud. Sure does. I will say, this game's kind of magical for just sitting up on a cliff and chucking some food to some Pokemon.
There is something simple and beautiful about that.
Especially when it is a very derpy seal. Being assaulted. There's an assailant upon me.
That's no good.
Hopefully the Basculin respawned over here. Sure didn't.
You gotta hear about this. Go from idea
I mean,
to
why would you? You don't need to do that.
generative AI in Adobe.
Sure don't.
Generate custom graphics. Create seamless
Don't you guys need the ad for Adobe? Need use feather balls for this. Maybe a little better, a little easier. It says Fire Spit Island, like the internet did. But this is actually a rare time when Bulbapedia is not very good. Maybe they run back.
Bulbapedia L.
Rare Bulbapedia L. A lot of people do prefer other websites, and it's fair because Bulbapedia can be slow to load sometimes. A, that's some ads. B, it has all of the information about a Pokemon. Like, everything possible, including weird, very obscure trivia. Like, this Pokemon is the only Pokemon with this exact attack stat. Or, it's either Natu or Xatu. One of those two Pokemon and a different Pokemon are the only Pokemon where their positions can be swapped in the Pokerap and it still maintains some sort of order having to do with their national dex number. It's very weird.
Interesting.
And it's even weirder that they actually have like the that sort of trivia just there. Catching rare specimens, especially Double Legend Evolving. Okay, I don't need to catch another one, but why not? Can you look up Basculin and Basculegion on that document?
Basculin. Location hangs around small islands at the southern part of Tranquility Cove, just northeast of Firespit Island, and north of Isle Spy Shore. Also found in outbreaks. That's Basculin. Basculegion is...
More importantly, what should I do to complete their entries?
Where do I see that?
it should be the yellow boxes around those Pokemon. Should have like
Oh,
some tasks listed.
number caught 1, 2, 4, 10, 15. Numbers of large
Just below that.
specimens caught 1, 2.
Just below that.
Okay. Catch 1, use Wave Crash to trigger the evolution. Just a task. Number. I'm not exactly quite sure what you're asking. I'm sorry.
Okay. So just under those boxes, it should say some words there. What are those words?
There's suggested tasks and notes.
Both.
Suggested tasks: catch 1, use Wave Crash enough to trigger the evolution, evolve 1. Notes: very quick to flee, so smoke bombs are recommended. Learn Wave Crash at level 34 and Double Edge at level 43. Evolves into Basket Legion by taking at least 294 HP in recoil damage, preferably without fainting. Both of the moves to be used for the research tasks are recoil moves, so you'll easily be able to evolve it while grinding out the moves as long as it didn't faint, as the recoil damage taken from the faint doesn't count towards the total.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Every generation, Carter, Pokemon adds weirder ways to evolve Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And this generation's are some of the most unique. Like taking recoil damage and surviving. It doesn't say anywhere that you have to take recoil damage or survive. You just have to know that that might be how this Pokemon evolves. The idea is that you use Pokedex entries as clues, and especially in this game with the tasks, it can really help. But, I mean, it's plenty possible that you just run it into things and it's fainting itself every single time, and you never actually get to evolve it. You go check on Vulpix and Bravo. I'm really glad I didn't end up going with full entries, by the way, because I think we would still be in the field lanes.
Is that far away?
It's not that. It's the very first area. But I would have to knock out or catch 25 Bidoof, 7 of which are heavy, defeat 15 of them, catch both types, evolve some. Then I have to catch 25 B-Barrel, 5 Alpha B-Barrel, defeat 20 of them, use Bite 25 times, Aqua Tail 25 times, a Strong Style move 25 times. And those are just 2 Pokemon.
Jeez.
There are
Just
81
2?
in the field lands. Yeah.
Holy moly.
I have to defeat 40 Machokes, for example. It's bad. That is why that was not done. Oh, Vulpix. I think I just need to throw one piece of food. Yeah. Oh, I like some mushrooms.
Hmm.
Okay, sweet. Vulpix is done functionally, not literally. Growlithe do seem to be a rare spawn, tragically. I think they're quick to run away.
Do these things also have the honey trees thing?
No, fortunately.
What do you mean, fortunately? I think you mean unfortunately.
I do mean unfortunately.
What a fun and interesting mechanic, remember?
It sure is. I sure do like
And what
having
are-
to go and test all 27 honey trees to find one of the 4 that has a 1% chance of encountering a Pokemon that is not found anywhere else.
Do you know what that sounds like? That just sounds like you get to play more Pokemon.
That is very true, and I love to play more Pokemon. I think it's interesting that there's no way to speed it up, and you do have to check. And it's every 6 hours there's a chance for the next 3 days.
Every 6 hours in-game or IRL?
Technically both.
Oh yeah, I forget that the times are like linked to like actual stuff. It's kind of neat, I'll be honest. It's like that's like a legit kind of fun mechanic.
That's actually that's been in the game since 1998, believe it or not. It was kind of not removed in Generation. Okay, so history of time in Pokemon. It's more interesting than it sounds.
Come on, Grandpa, tell us your history.
So in 1998, Silver and Gold released. These games actually came with a battery in the game cartridge, which allowed them to track time. So when the game starts, you like put in the time into the game, and it will have a day-night cycle, dawn and dusk as well, accurate to whatever time you put in. It will even track daylight savings time. Pretty nice. Yeah. Well, no, you do have to change it manually. You do have to change daylight savings manually, but that's, yeah, a small change.
It's still really cool.
Then, Pokemon Crystal released, same thing. That was basically one of the... Pokemon has this weird habit of releasing 2 games and then releasing an expansion to the previous games. It is absolutely not predatory marketing, shut up. And Crystal is that for Gold and Silver. But then, in 2003, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald released. What was weird is that it did have a battery in the game cartridge, it did track time, even accurate to days, but there wasn't a day-night cycle. But there were events that could only take place once per day, so it did know that a day had passed. Very weird. Also, the battery was really small because the cartridge was really small. So it died usually after about like 70 days. Tragic. Bye. Then, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum released, and that actually reintroduced daytime and nighttime as mechanics, but instead of tracking the time in-game with a battery in the cartridge, it was your very DS. The time that you put in your DS would track it, and as a result, it would know when you cheated, because it would know that you changed the time on the DS itself, and would actually pause time events. Now, of course, the days would pass like normal, but any event that only happened once per day would cancel. Black and White carried this on, but it didn't really change anything other than the atmospheric stuff. It's just like, you know, it looked pretty at night.
Interesting.
X and Y, I don't remember. Those games are played very little because they have very little going on. Generation 7, I think, does have the day-night cycle active again. But what's really cool is that in those games, you have newly moved to the Pokemon world equivalent of Hawaii from a nondescript distant location. If you have Pokemon Sun or Ultra Sun, your times are normal. If you have Pokemon Moon or Ultra Moon, your times are inverted. It's nighttime in the middle of the day or daytime in the middle of the night. And it's explained that you have jet lag.
Huh.
Like the most, critical case of jet lag ever. It's a 12-hour difference that never fixes, but it's neat.
Jeez.
But still, it's cool, right? I was very confused. I actually went and changed my time because I thought something was broken on my end before finding out that it was just that. Then Generation 8, I think, has time. Generation 9 has time, but it's very weird. It changes, like, just throughout the day. It doesn't actually change based on real life time. It's just, yeah. Which is fine. Whatever. I don't actually hate it. My Basculin still has not taken 200 damage of recoil damage.
I thought you had a shiny for a second, but it's just a normal.
Sure is. This was the first Pokemon game that was like, open world where you can run around and see the Pokemon. This was the first one to include a notification for a shiny Pokemon. When one spawns and while it's walking around, it will bling. They removed it in the next game.
Cringe.
Not cringe. We're being positive here.
I apologize.
Slash unpositive. It is absurd what mechanics they cut for seemingly just literally no reason. Basculin can evolve! Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't seem bad at all. Okay, getting the positivity jokes out of the way because I want to talk about this, particularly to you, Carter, who is new to Pokemon. There is one Pokemon game, well, I guess two, kind of. One pair of Pokemon games in all of the Pokemon games they've ever made that genuinely felt like they loved what they do. Generation 2's remakes, or I guess Generation 4's remakes of Generation 2 were a love letter to Pokemon as a whole. Generation 4 and the Generation 4 remakes of Generation 2 are kind of considered a send-off of the old style of Pokemon. The next game to release is Black and White, which were no longer in areas that were like based on Japan, and signals a massive change in how Pokemon handled basically everything. Generation 2, Heart Gold to Silver, which are the Generation 4 remakes of Generation 2, have so much content. In a lot of games, there is the Safari Zone. You pay a small fee, you go in, there's no battling, instead you throw rocks or food at Pokemon and then try to catch them. Yeah,
That's
it's weird.
neat.
They changed it to mud later because rocks was really. I don't want to use the word offensive, but the word offensive might be applicable there. It's kind of insane that they had you throwing rocks at things to catch them. You know, whatever. But in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you are the owner of a Safari Zone, and you build it. Like, you have to put in plants, rocks, and things like that to simulate specific habitats to draw in specific Pokemon. And they actually have to stay valid to that Pokemon for long enough for some to even show up. Like, Gibble needs a mountainous region that's lasted for a number of days to even have a chance to spawn. And it's really cool. Furthermore, when they transitioned from the Game Boy Color to the DS, they had a dilemma. How do you get Pokemon up into the DS? Well, the way that they did it initially was that if you had Fire Red, Leaf Green, Heart Gold, or Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald in the Game Boy slot on the bottom of the DS, it would affect some encounter rates and also allow you to transfer Pokemon from those lower games up into the higher games. Which was really cool. Heart Gold, Soul Silver went one step further. In those games, you have a cell phone. It was considered futuristic at the time for cell phones to play the radio, but you know, we can ignore that. You can play the radio on them, and if you do so, that actually affects the counter rates as well. You can play the radio of other games, so it will play their soundtracks in your game, and that will cause Pokemon to spawn in new areas, encouraging you to go back and re-explore the world. And the entire game, the moment you get your first Pokemon, it is following behind you the whole time, with a whole slew of interactions that you can have with it, where it'll be like bored and poking the ground, or if it's suffering in some way from like a status condition or low health, it will not be happy. And it can even find items for you, both useful and useless. Well, not useless, but you know, like cosmetics.
Yeah, I love that.
It is fantastic. It is wonderful. And if you bought special versions of the game, you got a pedometer where you could put Pokemon from your game onto the pedometer and then walk around with your Pokemon on your waist belt, collecting items and finding Pokemon to catch that you can't normally get to transfer back into the game when you eventually send it back. Everything I just said, they literally never did again. Why, man?
There's so much.
You know
I feel like there's so much. There's so much there.
Yeah. There was so much. I was getting lost telling you everything. Ain't it a shame? Ain't it a crying shame?
Mm-hmm.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver was love letter Pokemon. Battle Revolution was love letter to the players. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Pokemon Battle Revolution, Carter, was the fourth installment in a series of games. Fifth, maybe. No, there was Stadium, Stadium 2, Coliseum, and then XD Gala Darkness. So fifth in a series of competitive-based games. There wasn't, in one of them there was, but in most of them there wasn't a world to explore. It was battling. And in one of them, you play as a villain, stealing Pokemon from people. It's really cool. Like, you have a motorcycle, and your pet Pokemon ride in the side seats with you. It's cool.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, it sure is. Battle Revolution was the fifth in the series that had a really expansive, like, battle-based story going on. There wasn't, you know, some great overarching plot where you're saving the world, but you were actually competing to be the best like no one ever was. You could even bring your team in from the games. Stadium 2, Coliseum XD, Battle Revolution, yeah. You bring in your team from the games to use in the series. It was so cool. They also had rental teams and everything like that, so you weren't just SOL if you didn't own the games. And that's the last time they ever did that. in
Are
2008.
you kidding me?
It's just insane. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why they do it. I am waiting for all the old heads at Pokemon to retire already so that we can get a dude in there that knows what the fans want. Last time I was in the company that made the game was benched until new snap? Say it ain't so. That's wild. That's just... Dude. Why? Welcome to the world of Pokemon, Carter. They hate their own games.
No. Positivity.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon, Carter. They have an interesting way to ruin their own games.
Positivity flag.
Oh, even the movies got bad. Nah, I'm just kidding. They were never good. There's just a couple exceptions.
I'm like, were they?
There are... Okay. So, the first movie, the Mewtwo one, is good, campy fun. That's what I'm going to say. And they also have a very weird Minnesota Vikings joke in it that's very funny. The second movie is really bad. I don't even remember... Oh, wait, no, the second movie's amazing. Pokemon the Movie 2000. Oh, but okay, when I say amazing, I mean Pokemon amazing, I want to clarify. It is following the story of Lugia and Ash. It also has Ash just being the chosen one in a very weird way. But it's a fun story, and Team Rocket does make like a heroic sacrifice. As in, like, they actually would have died if it wasn't for it being a kid's movie and they had to, you know, make sure that they didn't. But whatever. The third movie's interesting, but meh. The fourth movie is actually pretty bad. The fifth movie starts off amazing with a Pokemon Ranger doing some really cool stuff, and then ends with Ash undrowning to death because he is the chosen one of an ancient civilization, and flying around in the sky with friendship water magic, controlling all of the Pokemon, including the god of water, as he kills a pirate. I gotta go respawn. Else I gotta go back to town. Yeah. It's what most kid movies are stereotyped to be. Does that make sense?
I mean, it makes no sense.
Then there's Lucario and the Mystery of Me, which is the best movie hands down.
Which one was that? The one we watched?
Yes.
That was a fun movie.
It's not like, you know...
I think it's kind of, I think it's kind of crazy how Ash wins just because he kind of looks like the guy. But yeah, whatever.
I mean, he kind of looks like the guy. It's not even like a direct lineage point. It's literally just that he looks like him. And of all plot contrivances, that's the one I want the most. You know what I mean? He's not even like a direct descendant. He just looks like him. So it's like, you know what? Yeah, sometimes people look like people. At least he's not the descendant of an ancient dead seafaring people. Because that's, you know, just beyond absurd. If I put in some effort, I too could look like that guy. It's the best written and least plot contrivancy, which does not spell good things. But, you know. It's a fine movie, kind of good, covers the basics. It doesn't necessarily do anything too wrong, it's just not phenomenal. And then all the rest after that... Oh wait, no. After that are the Generation 4 movies, which are pretty good. It is a 3-movie series. They're the only movies with continuity. It's kind of good. The final movie is about Ash. It's about Arceus, the god of Pokemon, kind of like distrusting humans and eventually coming around to it. which actually is a parallel to the story of this game. It's really neat, but otherwise, okay. Went from working in Coliseum through Battle Revolution to Trozy, Shuffle, and Cafe Remix. What did they do to the head of Nintendo to deserve such awful torture? Two Grottless. Okay, so if I catch lunch. Catch two without being spotted, okay. Giving food.
Interesting.
After that, the movies are slop.
Cowabummer.
Genuinely. Oops. Tourist 10-year-old throws rat at gods really is just plot of the most Pokemon movies. Yeah. There is. Can I just feed him? Yeah. Or 6. That last berry is all I need. Oh, he's not hungry.
Berries.
Didn't work. Where is my apricot? Don't have one. Oh god. Recently they've been experimental with movies, which has been good. They're like 3rd, 4th, and 5th best, I'd say. But again, they're failing Limbo on a really high bar. Well, I guess the bar is low and they're not clearing it, would be a better way to say it. I hope that they make good Pokemon movies again, because they were enjoyable. But I don't think we will, because they dumped Ash, which I agree with. And as a result, the movies are not marketable anymore. Which is just tragic. Because Ash is kind of synonymous with Pokemon.
I think it's an interesting movie.
When it was Ash, I thought about joining in on the series, but even though I knew it wasn't really the case, it felt like I had to do 20 years to catch up. But now that Ash is gone, I can just start there, and that's it. Variant Flare Bud. Like the continuity with I Choose You and Zuru movies. I don't mind the movies being continuous or not. It was kind of interesting that they weren't. Basically, Carter, the way it worked is that each movie was a theoretical break-off from the main series. No movie was canonical with another, with the exceptions I mentioned at one time.
It's interesting choice.
I think it's a good idea, because what that ends up doing is that, you know, Ash isn't simultaneously all of the chosen ones at once. You know what I mean? He's not like the Turbo Chosenist one. It's the equivalent to something you can just do in the post game. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
What am I looking like? That's 2, 3, 5, 6. If I Raging Fury twice more. Actually, the Generation 4 movies don't have him the chosen one at all. He's just a guy. He happens to be in the right place at the right time 3 times. But it's something.
I mean,
You know, I mean, like, do you really want a piece of media where someone's not in the right place at the right time and you're just watching them bumble around for nothing for a while?
that's fair.
3 times in a row for a continuous movie is, you know, a different story, but, like, it's something. I messed
Yeah.
with my math that bad. What? Your flaglets? Rock slide, strong and agile. Oh, does Arceus specifically request him? Because that's different. I mean, not super. It's still horribly convenient, but you know.
Yeah.
Like in Arcane, it's convenient that Powder and Jinx just happened to be 2 kids that watched the horrible events that took place on the bridge, and it just so happens that their parents died, but not their family friend. Like, that is also a convenience. It's just a reasonable convenience.
Yeah.
God telling me to go collect his magic items is a little bit of a less, you know, less normal convenience.
What are
but
you
it's
supposed to
fine.
say? Are you? What are you supposed to do? Say no to God?
Yeah, he's not gonna handle no very well. You would actually just change your answer to yes, and then be done with it.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was weird. Okay, so Arcanine's done. Need to collect him, catch him a champ. Ninetales. Fire Blast 3 times. Agile Flamethrower 3 times. I don't have either of those moves. I don't think it's super bad, you know? But like,
Yeah.
I think it ultimately doesn't matter, but it's something that has to come up when you are discussing the quality of a movie.
Yeah. I think it's a fair complaint.
Yeah. Playlist finished. Get a new one. And we're almost done.
With Got to Be Metallic's new colors,
Ads.
Classic can also stand out. From
Flamethrower in agile style 3 times.
Like, I think her character is stimming.
I think so.
He's just so excited.
He's so excited.
He's so excited.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, it's a Wormadam.
Sure is. Or darn.
Oh, sorry.
No, you actually got it right. You actually got it right because it's Worm Madam. This Pokemon represents the morphology of bagworms in real life. So, in most bagworm species, the males have wings, and the females do not. So the females of this Pokemon species are covered in different pieces of environmental stuff depending on where they evolved. Meanwhile, the males actually just have wings.
I thought you said bad worms, not bag. I'm like, what makes a worm bad?
Bad worm. Except they play bad to the
It's a
worm.
bad worm. Bad worm.
No. Bad to the worm. Rest of the move. Nothing. Ugh.
Look, it's a Goylem.
The Goylem.
So stupid. It's a Golem.
Is literally Goylem.
Hey, do you know what else it is? Potato.
Okay, go call it a potato. Go to a potato and call it a potato.
I've called potatoes potatoes.
In an ironic sense, I'm sure.
No, unironically, I sometimes call them that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I totally believe you, dude. I 100%
Oh, man.
believe.
Remember when we listened to the when with the pronunciation? One of the phrases was Gollum.
Yeah, it is true. That language changes over time.
It is.
It's also
And
true
today,
that language
modernization.
changes because people are incorrect.
Hey,
You know how
that
many
might be
times?
so, but the masses are wrong and the masses are right.
You know how many times I've seen people say "in case" without a space in between the two words?
Hi, me. I'm those people.
Why?
Just in case.
It's 2 words.
It's just. No, man. It's one word. In case.
Are you really so busy that you can't use the space bar?
Yep.
I'm sure.
It's a whole half second to move my thumb there, man.
That is way less than a half second.
No, man. I got slow thumbs.
Might be a you
I'm
issue, I
slow
think.
thumb guy.
Slow thumb guy.
Slow thumb guy.
In hyphen case is also incorrect grammar. As much as they might have you believe otherwise so that they can feel superior, they are incorrect.
I think the hyphen makes me angry, I'll be honest. I don't like it.
In all cases?
No, in the case of in case.
Me too.
Me too, Pookie Bear. Me too.
What's up?
I have to make sure I saw what I saw.
Whoa.
Yep. That animation is really great. Just the bump, bump, bump.
Mm-hmm. It
And they really
is
put effort
great.
into that.
You better not be insulting it.
No, man, you could tell they worked on that. They did that.
Yeah. You know what's wild?
Monster Hunter?
So Generation 8, Sword and Shield, they were the first games on the Switch, the Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
They cut the National Pokedex because they wanted to focus on animations.
Okay, cool.
Can you go look up Zacian walking animation on YouTube? We're gonna ignore Let's Go.
Zacian.
Yes. 7, 9. If I just stop it. Sorry for bumping the mic there. I'm gonna try and find the video I'm talking about.
Is it the one where it spins around in a circle?
Sure is it. That sure is it.
Wow, they did such a good job. You can really tell they animated that.
I think. And the Nintendo company told you to not trust your eyes and ears, and it was the final and most important command. Quoting 1984 when talking about Pokemon might be a new high for me.
Hey man, it is what it is.
Budget went into the attack animations. Yeah, Let's Go is good. Okay, so... Wait, if I defeat one with a rock type move and catch one. Okay. Are you referring to Galar on this one? No, homie. Uh-oh. The attacks do not look good. I do not think the attacks look good either. Some of them are literally just the Pokemon hopping back and forth. Hyper Beam? Sure. A Hyper Beam has always looked cool in every single game. Have you seen it in this game? But even then, that's not where animation budgets go. Like, look at Skyrim. Why do we not have a Pokemon game that at least looks like that? That was 2011. I'm not even talking about the 2011 Pokemon games looking like that. I'm talking about the 2024 Pokemon games looking like that. This Basculegion's tail looks like it is made from construction paper. It's bad. It's so bad. I'm sure why he's not aggro, so I'm just gonna... Then run away. This one I would defeat. That move. Not from Golem.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Pokemon
Not from
Golem
what?
doesn't count. When I'm talking about
No,
the
no, no,
animation
no, no.
that is a Goylem, when I'm talking about the animated beast that is a Goylem, I will refer to it as Goylem. Similarly, Houndour is Houndour. Because it is a dour hound.
I don't know, man. All I hear is moving the goalpost, moving the goalpost, moving the goalpost.
All I hear is, I don't know how to put a spacebar in between the words in and case. do you think of that one?
Womp womp.
TikTok user.
Yep, pretty much.
You
I'm
actually use
glad you
TikTok?
noticed.
Actually, TikTok.
Yeah, I
Oh, I heard
actually
myself.
use TikTok.
Yeah. Hear myself in your mic.
Yeah, just a second, my earbuds died.
Oh.
Switching over to my other, because I've only had some switching.
You could just
Now
need
it's
to
back
light the bullet in.
normal.
Catch another. And you said it was 94 Pokemon in the field or the coastlands?
Yes.
Gonna go hunt some people in a Discord VC? Sounds good. Well, I'm actually about to finish, so not the whole thing, but yeah, the stream is about to end. All I have to do is just catch a Vulpix and evolve it, and then do a little more, but we'll handle that when we get there. Ooh. I didn't actually expect to finish this quickly today.
I mean, is that good or bad?
It's good. But I don't have a game to do after this, so in that regard, not good.
That's fair.
So you are at 8. I just flamethrower and agile style a little bit more. How much more? 2 more flamethrowers, 1 more agile style. Oh, that didn't hit the back. Ooh. I just extra sensory. That's the actually I think X's. Oh. Woo! Done. Kind of. But we're gonna ignore that. Sweet. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Cobalt Coastlands are done. Tomorrow,
Yay.
the mountain. Actually, probably not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Have a great one. See you all next stream.